All right, here we go again. B&J's Custom, and here we go. We going back with it. It's a little dirty under there, but it's just transmission fluid leaking out. But as you can see, brand new engine, 799 heads, never been run. Give you a shot in there. You take a look at them valves. Fresh. Brand new motor mounts. I've transferred the sensors from the other motor over. I'm not gonna put the spark plugs in yet because they tend to break when you get on them manifolds, but it's giving y'all a shot of it up in the air. Like I said, I added a few things to it. About to get ready to drop it in. I also painted the valve covers up there. Still got the stamp on the heads from the factory. This ground cable right here is in the wrong spot, but I got the bolt that's holding the motor in there, so whenever I get done, I'm gonna flip-flop those and got everything mounted up. Torque converter bolts in, torque, everything. And there it is. I'll get ready to drop it in. I'll update y'all later. It's the 07 Avalanche, B&J Custom, Dallas, Texas. Here we go with another update. Trying to speak a little loud. I got that AC blowing right there. But here we go. Got it going down off in there. Just trying to readjust a few things, get the harness and all of that stuff readjusted. Get everything where we want it at so we can go ahead and drop it down off in there. But there it is, going in. I'll update y'all later. All right, here we go again at B&J's Custom. This is another update. Probably gonna be on the same part of the video. It is in. As you can see, it's sitting in its original spot where it's supposed to be. We had a hard, long fight with it. And those are the motor mount bolts right there. And let me show you the other side. I just got to tighten them up. But there they go right there, the motor mount bolts. I just need to get them tight. You can see I got a Afro Ingenuity right here. Got this right here holding them manifolds up because we was having problems installing the motor because the manifolds just kept getting in the way. So I took them and roped them up to the top of the shop and pulled them all the way up and just stuck the motor down off in there. So I wish I would have done that earlier today and I wouldn't have had so many problems, but I don't know why my camera is acting up like that, but I don't know what. I'm gonna have to figure that out, but there it is. It's sitting in. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap some of this up. Put some of this front of this engine on. Put this harmonic balancer on. Water pump on. Get this wiring all hooked up. The intake on, and then I'll dip down there to the transmission and get the drive shaft and all of the stuff plugged up down there. Got the coils up here on the window. I'm gonna get them put on, and then we should be after a tune ready to go. So I'm gonna update y'all later. All right, here we go again. B&J's Custom, it's Dallas, Texas. This is Friday afternoon. Got that AC blowing, so I'm trying to talk a little loud. Got a little work in yesterday. I didn't do any videos because we had a little storm out here, and show y'all the damages of it. First, I'm gonna go back in here and I'm gonna show you. I was standing on this ladder up on the top step, leaning over in the engine compartment, doing a few things, you know, putting the manifold, the exhaust manifold on and everything. And I heard out of nowhere this tree start cracking right here. And this tree started cracking and it fell, and you can see how big that piece is right there. That's about the size of a regular tree. There's a bunch of trees just sticking up out of one. Guess you can call them branches, but I mean, I really don't call them branches. That's a tree to me. And this piece here fell right down, and you see this electricity line right here going down to the barn where the horses are at. But this tree fell right on top of the roof, and you can see how long this tree actually is. That's a big branch, and it scared me, cause all I could do was duck my head. I couldn't run cause I was up on the steps, but luckily, like I say, God take care of fools and babies, and I shouldn't have been in there working while I was thundering and lightning, but I was anyway. And I don't think the thunder hit it. I don't know if you can see it right here. Let me try to zoom in on it. You see where it's broke at. I don't think the thunder hit it, but I think with the wind and the rain made it heavy, and it just fell over and fell right on top of this shop right here. And if you can see, right where I was at is right where that tree fell. And that's a big tree. I'm just lucky that it didn't do no damage to the roof, or it didn't come through, cave the roof in, because if you look at the roof, it's a bunch of rafters up here, and it's a lot of stuff up here. And I was standing right here on this ladder, and if that tree would have fell and it would have came in, all this, I guess you call this studs up here or whatever you call them, all that stuff would have fell right down on me. So that was a lucky break. You know, like I say, I thank God every day for protecting me, making sure I'm okay, looking out for me. So stay prayed up is all I can say. But back to the work. Like I said, it's Friday afternoon. I'm just giving y'all an update on the 07 Avalanche. This will probably be part 4. I know I said I was gonna have it running, test driving in the next video, but right now I'm really waiting on somebody to come help me put this transfer case back up, and I'm gonna give y'all an update on where I'm at right now. There we go. Everything's on. Everything except for the compressor belt, which is that little belt that go down there, and the drive belt. I need to put the radiator in, the fans in. They go to 2 plugs for the fan, one there and one right there. Hook up them trans lines. Hook up the water pump lines to the radiator. I got the intake just sitting in there right now. I need to hook up this fuel line. They go back here on the back. It's down there. I don't know if you can see it, but there it is right there. Fuel line. I need to get it, hook it up. I need to hook up the injectors. I got the exhaust manifolds all hooked up with a new gasket in there. The motor mounts are tightened down. Show you the other side. I don't know if I can see in there anymore, but the motor mounts are tightened down, all of them. I need to plug up the injectors on this side. Basically fill it up with fluids, and under the bottom, I'm not finna get down there right now, but under the bottom I need to put that transfer case, hang it up, and I got the cross member in. I need to tighten up that cross member, hang up that transfer case, hook up the O2 sensors, Hook up the neutral safety switch on the transmission plug, speed sensor, and that's really it. So pretty much radiator, fans, drive belt, AC belt, tighten down the intake, plug in the injectors. Once I tighten down the intake, put the fuel line on, hang up the transfer case, and tighten down the cross member, and plug up the neutral safety switch, the speed sensor switch, the transmission big plug, and that'll be it. So I'm just giving y'all an update on that. Soon as I get I'll trick somebody into coming through and helping me out. 'Cause I'm gonna show you, I got another cross. I like the feel. I got another. That's the old motor that came out of here. This is a transfer case right here. This came out of my 07 Silverado. So as you can see, I got a torque converter sitting on top of it, but as you can see right here, the transfer case is really awkward. It's not heavy, it's just awkward. So it's hard to hold it up. I can pick it up, but I can't guide it where it needs to go. So I need somebody to help me guide it in there while I stick it in there. And then this is the same cross member that's in his truck, and I just need to take it and tighten it down. Those 2 bolts here, and there's 2 bolts on the other end. And once I do, put the drive shaft back in. The customer got new headlights. I'm gonna throw the new headlights off in there, and that's pretty much it. So it's B&J's Custom. Like I always say, I appreciate y'all for watching. Like, subscribe. Like I say, the next video will be with everything on it. We'll tune it. I don't know for sure, but we might show the tune when we do it. Because with these, when you take the AFM delete off, if you do not tune the computer, I'm not sure if it's every time, but I know every time I've done one, the truck is stuck in 4-cylinder mode. So when you start it up, it'll start up. When you drive it down the road, it'll sound like a 4-cylinder S10 is what it'll sound like, because it'll be stuck in AFM mode. So it'll be down to 4 cylinders, and it'll sound just like a S10 with a Flowmaster exhaust on it. And all of us, we know what that sounds like. It don't sound good. So you gotta tune the computer. You gotta tune out the AFM. And this truck here has a like a stage 2 cam in it, so we're gonna have to put them cam specs in there. And that pretty much be it. I'll probably take the computer off and take it over to Nick over in Arlington and Crowbar's Custom. He always does the cam tunes for me. I already don't fool with those. I just let him do it. But like I say, appreciate you for watching. B&J's Custom. Stay tuned for part 5. Stay prayed up is all I can say.